Can one small habit secretly transform your life?
Most people never find out.
Today, we help you change your life.
You will learn habits, mindset, and small steps.
Welcome to Daily Speaking English Podcast. I'm Lina, and we are so happy you are here with us today.
And I'm Ben. If you want to practice speaking English every day with us, subscribe now. We really appreciate your support.
Let's jump right in. Most people think life change happens like a big explosion, one dramatic moment, and everything is different. But real change doesn't work that way.
Real change is more like growing a plant. You don't shout at it, "Grow now." You give it a little water every day, some sunlight and time, and slowly, something real appears.
I had a quiet moment recently. I was sitting by the window thinking, why do some people completely flip their lives while others feel like they're walking in circles for years?
Oh, I know that feeling. You see someone who used to struggle with confidence or with English, and suddenly they're different. New energy, new direction, new life. And you think, what did they do? What did I miss?
Exactly. And I thought about my own English journey. In the beginning, it felt like climbing a huge mountain. So many words, so much grammar, such strange sounds. I felt tired just thinking about it.
Same here.
I used to believe that if I learned a big list of words, I would be fluent. But later I understood, it's not only about words. It's about your daily habits, your mindset, and how you actually use English in real life.
And then something clicked. Life change works the same way. Your life doesn't change from one big dramatic moment. It changes from many small choices, day after day.
Tiny decisions repeated again and again. Those little choices slowly build a new version of you.
Ben, something was different about you this morning. You walked in with so much energy. What happened?
Honestly, two things. Number one, I slept before midnight for once. Number two, I told myself this morning, today we're not living on autopilot.
No zombie Ben today. Haha, I love that.
No zombie Ben. I still love my coffee, but I did a small stretch, opened the window, took a deep breath, and my brain said, new life.
That sounds wonderful. Meanwhile, I had one of those mornings where I argued with my alarm clock 3 times.
Ha ha, 3 rounds with the alarm. And who won?
The alarm. Always the alarm. But I did one small thing different. I listened to music instead of scrolling my phone, and it felt so much calmer. My brain woke up slowly, not with 100 notifications.
That's exactly it. A tiny upgrade, but a real one. And those tiny upgrades are what today is all about.
Now, everyone, think of your own morning routine right now. What's one small thing you do every day that could be slightly different? Just think of one thing. We'll come back to this.
Good. Let's talk about why change feels so hard. Change sounds beautiful. New start, new chapter, new life. But many people want change and still feel stuck.
Stuck means you can't move forward, like when your shoe is in the mud. You want to move, but something holds you. So what's holding people? There are 4 big reasons.
The first reason, fear of failure. People think, if I try and I fail, people will laugh, or I will disappoint myself. But they almost never ask, if I try and I succeed, what could happen?
Every person who made a big change has a secret history of many small failures. They just decided that failure is part of the road, not the end of the road.
The second reason, no clear direction. Many people say, I want a better life, or I want to improve my English. But that's too big, too blurry. Blurry means not clear, like a photo out of focus.
When everything is blurry, people wait. They wait for the perfect plan, and while they wait, nothing changes. That waiting room feeling. You're not moving, but time is.
The third reason, negative self-talk. This is the voice inside your head that says, I'm not smart enough. People like me never change. Those sentences are like poison. If you hear that voice every day, of course you feel tired before you even start.
And the fourth reason? Waiting for motivation. People say, I'll start when I feel ready, but motivation usually comes after you start, not before. You take one small action, and then your brain gives you a little motivation as a reward.
I experienced this with exercise. I was waiting for the perfect day to run again. New month, new week, nice weather, everything had to be perfect first.
And of course, that perfect day never arrived.
Never. So I made a deal with myself. Just 5 minutes, nothing more. I went outside, walked a little, ran a little. After that, I felt proud. Just a little. And that small pride gave me energy to go again the next day.
I had the same experience with English speaking. For a long time, I thought, my accent is not good. I'll wait until I feel confident. And of course, that feeling never came on its own.
The confidence never arrives first. So what did you do?
I finally said, okay, I'll sound silly, but I'll speak anyway. I made mistakes, but each conversation made me a little braver, and the confidence grew slowly from there.
So those 4 things, fear of failure, no clear direction, negative self-talk, and waiting for motivation, are like invisible ropes around your body. You can't see them, but they hold you.
And step 1 of changing your life is simply to notice those ropes. You cannot cut something you never see, but once you see them clearly, you can slowly loosen them.
If you are enjoying this episode, please subscribe to Daily Speaking English Podcast. New lessons go up regularly, and everyone is designed to help you grow your English and your confidence together.
Now, how do we actually start to change? Small habits are the answer. There's an idea I love, becoming just 1% better every day. 1% sounds tiny, but those tiny improvements add up into something big over time.
Add up is a useful phrasal verb. Many small things together become something large. 5 minutes of English today looks like nothing, but 5 minutes every day for a year is many, many hours.
A habit is something you do again and again, almost automatically, like brushing your teeth or drinking coffee in the morning, or listening to this podcast in English.
Your habits slowly shape your identity. Identity is who you believe you are. If you read in English every night for 10 minutes, after some time you start to think, I am a person who reads in English. And that idea makes it easier to keep going.
Some small habits you can start today: 1 page of an English book every evening, or write 2 sentences about your day in English, or listen to this podcast while you cook.
And here's one tiny mindset habit. Every time you say, I'm bad at English, stop. Change it to, I'm learning English. That small switch makes a real difference over time.
Now let's talk about mindset. Mindset is the way you think about your abilities. A growth mindset says, I can improve. I'm not perfect, but I can get better. A fixed mindset says, this is just who I am. I cannot change.
And guess which one moves you forward? It's not a mystery. Your inner voice shapes what your brain looks for. If you always say, I cannot, your brain finds proof you're right. If you say, I'm learning, your brain starts to show you small signs of progress.
I know that we've all been there, stuck in that negative voice, waiting for confidence that never comes. But you can train your brain to think differently. Start with one affirmation, one positive sentence you say to yourself on purpose every morning.
And there's one more thing that stops many people: waiting for perfection. People say, when my English is better, I will speak. When I have more time, I will study. But confidence comes after you start, not before.
I felt so awkward when I started recording myself speaking English. I deleted so many recordings. But one day, I told myself, this is not perfect, but it's good enough, and I kept going.
A messy start is always better than a perfect one day, because one day sometimes means never. So start now in an imperfect way. Those imperfect actions build momentum, the energy of movement that makes it easier to keep going.
Your micro challenge for today: think of one thing you keep putting off. Give it just 5 minutes today, not more, just 5. That's enough to open a small door.
And finally, your environment shapes you more than you think. Environment means everything around you. The people you spend time with, what you watch, what you listen to.
When I was learning English, I felt alone until I joined a small study group online. Suddenly, I had people saying, "I'm struggling too, but let's keep going." That group didn't make English easy, but it made quitting much harder.
So ask yourself, who are my 5 people right now? And what is my information diet? You don't need to change everything today. Just add one positive voice or one good podcast to your world.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. We're really proud of you for working on your English and your mindset together.
Your challenge this week: pick one small habit from today and do it every day for 7 days. Just one. That's enough to start something real.
And leave a comment below. What is one small thing you want to change in your life right now? Write it. We read every comment and love hearing from you.
Please subscribe to Daily Speaking English Podcast. Hit the like button, turn on the bell icon, and share this with a friend who also wants to grow. Every share helps our community get bigger.
Remember, you don't need a perfect plan. You just need one small action repeated again and again. Come back and listen to this episode again. Repetition is how real learning happens. Join our Daily Speaking English podcast family, where thousands of learners practice and grow together every day. Until next time, stay brave, keep going, and keep speaking.